And welcome to another edition of Voices of the Future as we look at election 2014 through the eyes of 20 and 30-somethings. We're partnering with Young Leaders of Northeast Indiana, YLNI Group. It is good to see you again. Marlin Stutzman is now running for his third full term as the 3rd District Congressman. I guess the most controversial things he's done over the past couple of years was one about a year ago. He essentially voted for the government to go into default on the budget. And then more recently, he voted against training Syrian troops to fight ISIS. Those are probably his most controversial votes. I mean, do those represent Northeast Indiana well?
On that point, with him voting against the training, I think it's just a byproduct of his naivete with the international politics.
When the government shutdown was occurring and Marlin Stutzman was in Washington saying, I don't know what we're going to get out of this, but we're going to get something out of this. I had a girlfriend who was working for the TSA at the time, protecting our country from terrorists, and she was not getting paid, and she had no guarantee that she was going to be getting paid, but she kept working. She went to work every day and worked hard while he was sitting there looking for what sort of political advantage he was going to get out of this. And I think that's the real difference. My friend is a real Hoosier. Marlin Stutzman is not.
A lot of people, myself included, we become armchair quarterbacks when it comes to Congress. And we say, oh, well, you know, that's not what I would have done. Or I take the position when it comes to representation in D.C. that these people are far better educated on the issues than I am. I really like him as my congressman because I feel like he is a true person. He's got young boys that, you know, if you're talking to him one-on-one, he tells you about what they did at school. And I mean, he's just a very personable person. And I feel like even though he's been in D.C. almost 3 terms now, he has not lost that.
Show of hands then on the panel. Has he earned your vote?
Obviously, the government shut down. I think he fell under the pressure of the party politics again. And with the international, it is complicated, and I wish that we can do a little more homework about it, but I don't think that it was necessarily a malintent on his part. So when it comes to the vote, I need to do a little more homework personally to see his track record than what he's done.
When we were establishing our business, he helped us out a lot. His office, him and his people, he came, he sent a representative to our grand opening. So his office has been very helpful. So he has to do something. To vote him out, he's got to do something extraordinary to vote him out. So to me, I haven't really seen anything to really vote him out.
Do you think we have an alternative in Democrat Justin Coonley or Libertarian Scott Wise? Do we have legitimate alternatives in this race?
We always have a choice. I think right now, well, I should say I know right now that Congress has one of the lowest approval ratings it's ever had, and so we need to look at the alternatives that we do have and very seriously consider them, because right now our district, our congressman is the poster child for dysfunctional. He's literally the quip that they put up on the news when they want to talk about how dysfunctional Congress is. So I think, yes, we do have alternatives and we need to look at them.
Stutzman, at the local level, he seems to be doing a lot of good, but perhaps there's room for improvement, and hopefully, he can hear us out through this and look at the issues that are turning people off or turning people away from him.
Does it bother any of you that sources tell me Stutzman has his eyes on a bigger prize, maybe running for governor in 2016 if Mike Pence decides to run for president, or maybe for Senate in 2018?
He has a choice to do that, and that's his option. But I don't see any problem with that.
Find me an elected official who doesn't want to be bigger and better.
No matter what their ambitions are, they should be representing Hoosiers and taking care of Hoosiers rather than stepping on Hoosiers to climb higher.
Good back and forth, everybody, today. Thank you very much. And we want to thank our friends at One Lucky Guitar for providing the studio, as well as YLNI, Young Leaders of Northeast Indiana. We'll be back with more next Tuesday.